at the base of Mont Ventoux, the giant upper Vents, and I've just come back from a 4-day bikepacking trip, 3 nights. Just thought I'd go through bike setup and see what's changed from the last time. Right, this is my giant Revolt. I've always had a great experience with this bike. It's got me all the way back from China, done many trips on it. Right, so I record everything, well, parts of the videos on my GoPro here. Just get all the action shots and just get some wide angle shots as well that my iPhone doesn't do. So my iPhone's got a zoom shot and just a normal shot, but the GoPro gets the wide angles. I've got that. And for navigation, for this trip I've been using the Karoo 2 hammerhead. Really good experience with it. Never really got me wrong. Right, then onto the giant food pouch, and I've got a GoPro floating device, floating handheld device that I can attach my GoPro onto and use it as a selfie stick, and just to get those shots and make sure I don't lose it in the water. This was used greatly in Pont du Arc, where we went swimming. And then I've got some P20 sun cream. It's hot out here, so don't want to get any sunburn. Then I've got my wallet. Then I have an extra Voile strap just in case I need to attach a baguette or anything onto the rear sack. And lastly, in this pouch I have a first aid kit with some rehydration tablets, some water purification, and just some odd bits and bobs that'll get me out of some nasty situations. Then I have, because of COVID times, I have a face mask, which is always useful, especially getting around the place at this time. In the front Arkel bag, I have arm warmers, which is great for coming down mountain passes. Just really useful in evenings and mornings when it gets a bit cold. Then I have a road tube. It's not perfect for gravel tyres, but it'll work. It'll do the job if needs be. And I've got some wires for my electronics. Then I have an Attacus Cycling, great for coming down mountain passes and mornings and evenings as well. Then I have some chamois cream, useful for keeping off the saddle sores. Some emergency marzipan, always need that emergency supply of sugar. I have a spare set of socks, so I usually carry 2 sets of kit, one to wear and one to have clean in the bag, and then when I dirty one set of kit, I'll wash it and make a makeshift washing line and put it on the back of the bike. Dries quickly in this heat, but even in colder climates, then with the wind, it kind of dries things pretty quickly. And I have some mosquito repellent, useful for the first night. I have quite a few mosquitoes about. I have my glasses case with a spare GoPro battery in it. I have some warm socks that are actually insect shields, so they're nice and warm and keep the insects away. I have a rechargeable charger battery pack, which is useful just to keep all my electronics with lots of power in them. Don't want to run out of them, especially when I've got to make a video and navigation. Next stuff in here is my Mavic Drone. Really light Mavic Mini, 250 grams, fits on the bike really easily. And the remote controller in there as well, along with some spare batteries for the DJI drone. And then my passport, because we're in a foreign country, and some headphones. So that's all that's in the front bag. That's empty now. And then onto the giant top tube bag, I have just a mount for the GoPro, just in case I wanted to clip it anywhere. And then some hydration tablets, really good for keeping your salts up, especially in temperatures that can get up to 30 degrees. You don't want to be running out of salts. Okay, in the frame bag I have multi-tool, top peak with a chain breaker on it. I have some sealant, no tube sealant, and the dyno plugs, just to fix any issues with the tubeless tyres. If something really goes wrong, I can stick a tube in. I have a Lezyne mini pump, a bigger tyre, bigger tube, sorry. Fits in the gravel tyres better. The road tube will pump up big enough. And then I have just a bit of tyre that I've cut off that I can stick in and make a bit of a bung, a bit of a patch if I rip a tyre. I have some chain lube, some hand sanitizer, useful in any time, not just COVID. Good to have your hands clean, especially when you're doing exercise. You don't want to be picking up any germs. I have 2 tyre levers from Park Tool, and then I have my through axle quick release. That's pretty much it. That's all in the Arkel frame bag. Then I have 2 750ml bottles. Carry enough water, especially there's loads of towns around this area of France, so you're never short of somewhere to refill with water. Right, onto the seat packer, the Arkel Seatpacker. On top, using the Voile Strap, I've attached a Showers Pass dry bag, and in this dry bag I have a head torch, a Leatherman, which is useful. Got loads of tools on there, just to get you out of different situations. Then I have, just in case we run out of water, I have a life straw and drink out of any stream or puddle without worrying what's in it. Useful stuff. Then in here I have my Patagonia puffer jacket, great for evenings and sleeping in. It gets cold, just keeps you warm. Always good to have a warm layer, even in heats up to 30 degrees. In here I have a bamboo toothbrush, toothpaste tablets and B12 tablets. Then I have a Robens metal spoon and a Robens metal fork. Just saves me on using disposable plastic. Reduce that as much as possible. And then into the rear seat packer, I have my Robens Moraine 1 sleeping bag. That's good to 11 degrees, which is perfect for out here, which it doesn't really get below that. And I have a towel, microfiber towel, but I didn't really use it on this trip because when it's this hot, you can just let your clothes be wet, and kind of it's nice when they dry naturally and you're wet for a little bit, cools you down. And then I have my Robens Vapour sleeping mat, really packed small, and it's pretty comfortable. Just gives you that bit of extra layer from the ground, makes it more comfortable. It's not nice sleeping on rocks. And then I have some tree straps that go around a tree and don't mark the tree, so don't damage the tree. So they're thick enough that they don't damage the tree. And I use that for a hammock that I've got from Robens. Really good. I've slept in it a couple of times now, and it's been really comfortable each time. I've not always set it up correctly at the minute. I always get it on a little bit of a slant, so I'm always sliding down a little bit. I've got to kind of perfect that a bit. And with the hammock, I have a mosquito net that goes round, like the problem with my bivvy, which is an outdoor research bivvy, is that the face of the mosquito net on this comes really close to my face, so mosquitoes can sometimes get through it. But with the mosquito net with the hammock, it's always really far away from my face, so I'm more protected. And then I have my spare Attacus shorts with pockets in the side, so I can stick food and all that sort of stuff, and just really useful things to have. You don't realise what you're missing until you've tried them out. And also got my Attacus spare jersey. 3 pockets in the back. And that's it. Oh, and some underwear. Need something to sleep in, get your chamois off. Don't want to be sleeping in your chamois. That's all that's on the bike. Hope you enjoyed it.